provide less friction. I'm thinking of velcro. You know, where it's like a little strap and then it's all velcro-y, and then you're trying to peel it off the thing that it's attached to, but it's impossible because it's attached so hard. You can be like velcro, or you could be like sticky tape, which is like thin. You can pull it off pretty easy, right? But I'm thinking of this this velcro that you're so hard attached, it makes it very hard to even notice what's here. Like maybe there's another idea, maybe it's another opportunity, maybe it's another friendship, something. But if you're so attached to what you think is, how are you ever going to see this? You're not. And even if you wanted to attach to this, because you're so tightly tied to it, even trying to peel yourself off of it is going to take so much energy and effort that by the time you peel it off, you're exhausted. You just want to you just want to lay down and not do anything because you've been working so hard. This makes it really hard to do anything else because you're just so tied up with this. But say if you like the sticky tape, if you're more of a liquidy consistency, you can stick here, you can go over here, like you can explore different things. You're not taking up so much energy being, let's say this is like attached to something that you think it should be, right? It's kind of like being attached to the outcome, being attached to a certain situation, being attached to how it should pan out. Because this is the thing, the world has its ways of working out for you. Everything's here working out, it's here for you. Even if it's like, let's say quote good, bad, however we put it, it's there for you to either learn something, for you to understand something, for you to like conquer something, so you're not in that energy space of it again, or to do more of it, right? But if you really think you know exactly how it's going to pan out, what it should be doing, see should with could, right? It makes it really hard for any other opportunity to be able to present itself, or for you to even explore it, learn different things, learn different angles, be up here, be down here, right? And then if you're just so attached, whenever you do finally start removing yourself, as I said, you're just so exhausted. So maybe you're in this period of exhaustion. What should you do here? Is learning how you got to the point of being so attached to certain outcome. Like this is why maybe you got so disappointed when XYZ happened, or why you got so upset when it didn't work out what you had in your mind. But I'm here to tell you that what's in your mind is not usually how it's going to pan out. And it's good to have things in mind, right? It's like we have things put in our mind, in our brain, in our heart, whatever, we feel like we have to follow it. But it's to let you know that although this may be the case, it's more about following the steps, like, and it may be multiple different things that may not be what you thought it was. But the thing that you have envisioned, it could be so much better, it could be completely different. But if you get so attached to what's in your head, then it's hard to see other things that might pop up that might give you like a stepping stone to get to the next level, right? It could be a step. Like you think it might be the final boss level, the final countdown, but maybe it's just the first step. But then if you're so attached to it, and you're just trying to make it work, you're staying on like this one level. Say you're on the first floor, second floor, you make it to the second floor, and then you're just on the second floor forever and ever. But there's so many more floors, and there's like minus floors, which is not a bad thing either. It's just like other things to experience, right? It's lateral floors. There's things up here, there's like floating in the clouds. So overall, it's just about knowing that if you are so heavily invested, heavily tied to a certain thing and outcome, you're going to be probably disappointed, and you're going to be exhausted when you try and figure out what it is. But if you stay a bit more fluid, if you stay a bit more open to other avenues, then you can have this more like upward mobility. Maybe you jump down, but you'll jump back up. Like there's just so many different things you can do. But it's also being in this fluid state where you're accepting of things if it's not what you feel, what you truly feel in your like heart of hearts is for you, and then it's okay to do something else. But then it's also being fluid, right? Because if you're so attached to something that you thought you wanted, but then really deep down you know it's not that, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it be, let it fly away, be fluid, and try out the next thing. Because that's the thing, there's infinite things to do here. And if something is not feeling right in your heart, it's really important to listen and follow whatever it is to either get you out or just complete that part and be done with it and then move on to the next. Because there is a lot for you, like personally for you. It's not just fleeting things that maybe come up in your brain, right? But it's just being in this state of not being so attached to it. So how can you do this practically? Just think about it. What is something that you've been making yourself so exhausted over that is really not working for you? It's okay to feel like this sometimes, but not everything's going to feel easy all the time, right? You are going to feel exhausted. That's just human nature. But there's going to be things that make you feel more, say, alive, more on your path. Even if you are exhausted, it's this exhaustion that you're like, I feel like I'm doing something. I feel like whatever's coming is so worth this, right? But if you don't have that, it's okay to reevaluate. It's not losing, it's not disappointing, it's you, right, understanding you. So it's taking that time to really know what's on your hearts of hearts and what's your desires and what you want to achieve in this life. Okay, so it's having that like loosely in mind. Okay, taking the steps, but understanding there's different like levels to this. There's different avenues and ways that may not look how you have it envisioned, and that's okay. That's okay. But just don't be like the velcro. It's really hard because then you get stressed at like other things. It seeps out because you're so focused on this is where your energy is going, and it's not in a way that's productive or conducive to, let's say, positive things for you or things that lighten you up, that make you feel more you. See, it's like very dark and dense. This is a very hard place to operate from, and even if you don't see it, it affects other people. It affects things around you, which you may not recognize. So reflect on it. Where are you holding on to things that aren't working for you anymore? What could be the next step? How have opportunities or things just shown up where you're like, you were really interested in it, but you didn't do it because you're so attached? This slowly loosens the grip, and there may be a period of like rest where you need to really rest and be tired and exhausted and just sit with understanding yourself and figuring it all out. That's okay. Because after this you'll just feel lighter and things will feel easy, and you'll be able to see patterns in yourself, and you'll be able to see what feels like this and what feels more free, fluid, and invigorating. It's in your heart. So that lights you up, lights everything else up around you too.